What's up, guys? I just kicked off Jesse Itzler's Build Your Life Resume course, and I'm going to do a weekly rundown of it. So, Jesse Itzler, for those of you who are not familiar, is a serial entrepreneur, very successful guy, health enthusiast. He was he was a white rapper back in the day, and he was a music producer. He was in the music industry for a while. Then he helped to found Marquis Jet, which sold to NetJets for hundreds of millions of dollars, sold to Warren Buffett. He's a major partner in Zico Coconut Water, which sold to Coca-Cola for hundreds of millions, maybe billions of dollars. He now owns the Atlanta Hawks. He's married to Sarah Blakely, who is the youngest female American billionaire of all time, who founded Spanx. So really successful guy. He's got a big concept called Build Your Life Resume that just really resonates with me. So here's the background. This is all from him. This is not my coming up with this idea, but I just think it's brilliant. He just turned 50, and his relationship with time is a lot different. So, he sees the average American lives to the age 78. So if his parents are 75, you might say, all right, on average, he has 3 years left with his parents on Earth. What he sees that is he doesn't have 3 years. He sees them twice a year, maybe 2 days a year on, maybe Christmas and Thanksgiving or something. And so he doesn't have 3 full years with them. He has 6 visits left with them. And his relationship with time is such that he doesn't want to waste it. He wants to keep taking advantage. He wants to build not his resume, his LinkedIn, all that shit, his life resume, have experiences. And part of that is business, part of it's family, part of it's his fitness. He's run 100 miles, he's an endurance athlete, all that stuff. And so that's how he came up with the course. It resonates with me a lot. It's something that I try to prioritize. And I'm going to do a weekly roundup of the calls that we have. There's about 200 of us in the group. We've got a private Facebook group. Weekly calls with Jesse, sometimes 2 a week with Q&As and such. But a few things I'm taking away from number one, or week number one. First is the concept of time. Like, the clock is always ticking. He says, don't wait to drink the good wine. We got the good wine, let's drink it. Let's take advantage. Let's enjoy the moment that we're in at all times. Another thing that he prioritizes is he's great at visualization and seeing the end result and then writing the story to bring it in, whether it's with business or his family, etc. And what he advises is, let's look into the future. Where do you want to be? Where do you want your life to be? Let's say you want to run a marathon in a year. All right, let's visualize that, and then let's take the steps back. All right, if a year from today I'm going to run a marathon, then I should be able to be running, whatever it is, 4 days a week. Okay, now let's map that back to, all right, we're going to run 3 days a week to start. We're going to run 3 miles, all that stuff. We're going to get on a diet. We're going to, maybe do some push-ups, maybe do some sit-ups, other ways to build some strength, lose some fat, things like that. And so he has a tremendous way of seeing the future and then writing up a story to make that happen. I think that's really powerful. Another thing that he does is every 8 weeks, he calls this the Kevin rule after one of his friends named Kevin, that every 8 weeks he finds something on his calendar that he can on a weekend spend the weekend with, whether it's himself, his friends, his family, and go do something. Whether it's they're going to go climb a mountain, they're going to take a family vacation to somewhere. He's going to challenge himself personally every 8 weeks. So life gets busy, but if you can't spend one weekend every 2 months to do something that can create a great experience for you or your loved ones and spend time with the people you care about, then what's life all about? And I think the last thing, to keep this video relatively short, 5 minutes or so for each week, is putting one big thing on the calendar every year. And whether it's a crazy fitness challenge or a big event to go to or something that's really going to push you and challenge you and push you outside of your extreme. For me, this year, it's at the end of September. I'm running. I've been running a few Spartan races, but I'm running the World Championships, the Beast in Tahoe, Tommy Tahoe. Shout out to me. And not that I'm competing for the World Championships, but it's going to be the hardest course of the year. It's going to be crazy tough. It's going to be, I'm running with a few buddies, and it's going to be a good bonding experience, good life experience. I'm terrified of heights, and everything is heights there. So it's a good way to break me out of my shell. And that's my thing this year. Last year was the marathon. Got to think of what that thing is going to be for 2019. So a few takeaways for you guys on that. Think about the changing your relationship with time, and how can you see those people that you care about more often? How can you have great experiences? How can you be doing more interesting things so that you're more marketable, that you have more, take advantage of life. We're only here once. You got one shot. So that's week 1. Come back with another week very shortly. Out.